Hey blog buddies, so it's the holidays and my family's in town, everyone's here. My whole family knows that I'm gay. The only questionable piece would be my paternal grandparents. I call them Meme and Pepe. Now 2 years ago, my father was having lunch with them and they're fixated on me not having a girlfriend. So they asked my dad, do I have a girlfriend? My dad said, no, he does not. My grandfather paused, and then he said, well, does he have a boyfriend? And my dad said, yes, he does. He does have a boyfriend. My grandparents didn't miss a beat and said, oh, okay, and they kept eating. And my dad was like, wow, that could have been a lot worse than it was. And great, that's done. They now know that I'm gay. Great. Well, a year goes by and my boyfriend's over, it's the holidays, and we're all eating dinner, and my grandfather, my Pepe, leans over to my boyfriend and says, in front of everyone, and says, so, tell me, does Dave have a lot of girlfriends in Canada? And my boyfriend looks at him, everyone stops eating, everyone's like, huh? Complete silence, and everyone looks at my boyfriend and I'm like, oh, fuck. And my boyfriend says, oh yeah, he's got a few girlfriends there. And then my grandfather, my Pepe, says, oh yeah, well, one girl was never enough for him. And I'm like, what's going on? What parallel universe am I suddenly in? And thankfully, after dinner, my uncle went up to my grandfather and said, Pepe, that's Dave's girlfriend in Canada. Dave's girlfriend's a boy. And my Pepe was like, okay. Okay, so maybe it's settled, maybe it's done. Not so much. Fast forward to this Christmas, and my grandfather says to my uncle, I really want to see Dave's blog. And my whole family has seen it at this point. And my uncle says, well, yeah, I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to see it. And if you've ever seen my blog, you know why. And my grandfather says, no, I really want to see it. I really want to see his blog. He was like being really persistent. And my uncle's like, no, I really don't think you need to see it. And then my grandfather goes, well, why? And my uncle goes, well, because it's very homosexual. And my grandfather says, well, do you think that Dave's a homosexual? And my uncle goes, yeah, I not so much think. Yeah. And my grandfather goes, oh, okay. And then he comes to my house that night for dinner, and he was fine and didn't say anything. But I feel like he still doesn't get it. That like I could invite him to my wedding and he could see me marry my boyfriend and he would still, at the reception, ask if I have a girlfriend yet. Like, short of pulling rainbow anal beads out of my ass, I don't know what I can say or do to make my grandfather understand that I'm gay. So I'm thinking that I'm probably not the only person in this situation, that maybe that my grandfather can't be the only one, have had this experience, and maybe you know of a way for me to solve it. Should I sit down with my grandfather and have a conversation? Should I let it go? Should I pull anal beads out of my ass? What makes the most sense? And I wonder if this is just him being in an older generation, and maybe in his generation, if someone's gay, well, then they still get married. They still had a girlfriend, they still got married and raised a heteronormative, family structure thing. And so maybe being gay to him is different than what it is in today's world. I don't know. I really don't know. I have no answers. But maybe you do. Maybe you have some advice, or maybe you can weigh in. And if you can, I'd really appreciate that. So that's all. Happy New Year, guys. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace out. Penises are beautiful. Penises are fine. I like penises. I eat them all the time.